What's up guys, how you doing? Cosmic Carry here, I'll be doing another World of Tanks video, and today I should be showcasing gameplay in my E-100, my very first tier 10 firm favourite, but I haven't been playing in this tank for, I haven't played in the Greedy Greta for quite a while. If anybody that's new to the channel, you know, my channel used to be dominated by the E-100 and the Death Star. I used to upload nothing else, and I was hardly doing any grinding. And then I think it was about December I decided I decided to place a ban on all E-100 videos. You know, I was not allowed to play the E-100, not allowed to play in the Death Star until the end of the year, until the end of 2014, and it was about 2 months where I just did not touch these two tanks, because these two tanks kind of defined my channel, and they were kind of destroying my channel at the same time, because it was very monotonous and boring. And E100, you know, well, Death Star, and as soon as I placed that ban, you know, my tank collection just exploded, because I was forced to play all these other tanks, and I started grinding this tank and that tank, and I discovered a whole bunch of other tanks, and within the space of a month I acquired like another 2-3 tier 10s, where in the first 6 months all I had was E100 Death Star, E100 Death Star, and the reason why, because I was just playing in the E100 and the Death Star. So, but I have revisited the Death Star on many occasions since the ban was lifted, like this year, but E100 not so much, and that's because, you know, I kind of got the attitude that the E100 had its day. You know, when I first got this tank, I said to myself, you know, I love this tank. It's a beautiful tank. It's big, bombastic, and all of that. But back in those days, you know, there were no autoloaders. There were no French tanks, Japanese tanks. There were not even Soviet tanks. There was none of this big, stiff competition. Sounds wrong. That you have today. And I kind of slowly but surely came to the kind of attitude that this tank has had its day. You know, it needs a nerf, it needs a buff of some sort, in some way, shape or form, because you get into certain battles, certain situations, and you're just completely useless, like a wasted player. You know, almost like you're just this bunker, and that's about it. And because of your really god awful pen, your gun is kind of useless. But recently, you know, I got it out again. You know, I started playing in the tank again, and I kind of changed my mind, and I said, no, there's still some. It's still relevant, this tank. You know, it is 100% still relevant, and absolutely, in certain situations, in certain maps, you're useless. You know, especially when there's arty in play. I mean, you get into a I played a game today, and there's 4 pieces of artillery. Who do you think they're going to aim for? They're going to aim for me. And how long do you think I lasted? You know, I barely shot my gun once, and you know, died. Play arty safe? Well, it's very easy to say play arty safe in a slow lumbering tank. It's different, you know, executing that, you know, actually being already safe. And yeah, so, but bottom line, it's got god awful pen. You know, it's got god awful accuracy. It's got terrible penetration. So what do you do about the penetration? I mean, you got to hit the tank exactly where you can pen. You know, what do you do about accuracy? You know, you gotta move in close. You can't snipe. You know, long reload speed, angle your tank while you're reloading. You know, bottom line, you got 2,700 hit points, so that should carry you to the end stages of the game. And bottom line, when you do pen 750 damage. I mean, 750 damage, that is fantastic. That is amazing. You know, you shoot 10 times, that's 7,500 damage. I mean, that was a pretty low roll, 650. So it is still relevant. I mean, games like this where nobody's YOLOing, you know, there's because I actually I loaded into this game and I was actually very worried about the 2 bat chats. If you noticed, there are 2 bat chats in a platoon, and I said, forget about it. But truth be told, I didn't see them at all. You can see they were taken out. The 2 little red number 1s. They got taken out straight away, so I haven't got a clue what happened. Hello, Mr. Hyas. Right, sneak one into his bar. Yes, indeed. The Ruskies are often seen attempting to angle against both of them at the same time, and kind of failing, but not really. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And we're good. We've broken through on this side, and love these kind of games. Well, it is genuinely World of Tanks. It's a tank battle. It's big, heavy tanks. There's like a medium on their team and on our team, and we've got 3 snipers. They've got 1, but it's like it's a tank battle. This is truly what World of Tanks really is. World of Tanks, and that's what I love about these games. You know, games like this. And I love my mediums. You know, fast-paced, moving, adrenaline. But at the same time, I love, you know, maybe I should try out World of Warships, because I kind of always, you know, it really does remind me of warships. You know, these slow tanks moving along at this slow pace, and the turrets are moving like the turrets on, you know, the guns on the battleships, etc., etc. So moving down here into the enemy side of the map, and you can see that flank on the right hand side. You know, I had one compadre down there. He must have been doing a really good job, because he lasted a long time against a whole bunch of reds. So moving up here, the only thing that kind of concerned me was that there was a heavy up in the citadel, that castle. I wasn't sure where he was, what he was doing. I wasn't even sure, you know, which heavy was it. You know, sometimes it shows you which heavy, you know, which tank it is. Sometimes it doesn't. Faff up that shot with the C-44. Now I see why. I must have hit the ground. Take him out, no problemo. Get one into his butt. Move along, and I thought, you know, the heavy's over there up in the castle doing his own thing, and I see he pops up, he shows up, and initially, you know, I have to say, this is very foolish of me, because I was saying to myself, you know, what the heck are you doing up there? You know, you can't snipe from up there, you silly E-100 driver. And what am I doing? You know, I'm broadside to him, I'm not moving. And I can see he's facing me, and he manages to unload 2 shots into me. And I say to myself, what the heck are you doing? Why are you broadside to him? And I think it was because of the fact that initially I showed him disrespect, because I would never take my E-100 up there. You know, why is he up there, you know, sniping? I don't know, why is he up there? Maybe he realized, you know, they're about to lose the game, possibly, maybe, so he's getting into like a defensive position. And, you know, so kudos to him. You know, I disrespected him. I showed him my tank broadside, and he penned me twice. I'm the idiot, you know. I'm the one who should get disrespected. So I say, okay, you need to move. You need to move. I'm angling myself nicely against him, and he's bouncing and tracking me, not causing any damage. But something needs to give, you know, something needs to give, you know. So somebody needs to go up there and deal with him. And I'm not sure what my plan was, but I get a little bit lucky. You know, I get a little bit lucky there. And managed to pen, good to go. And I think my Death Star takes him out. Yeah, there you go. The Death Star takes him out 100%, and so all that is left is an M103 and we're good to go. M103 pulls up, and my accuracy kind of fails me here. M103 takes out the Death Star. That just helped me out. And you know, I rolled down into this valley, and I said, oh, this is a sure thing. This is an, you know, easy game. And look, you know, it was a, you know, a fight to the death. This is why you play World of Tanks. And rolling out my E-100 kind of reminds me why I initially started to play World of Tanks, because tanks versus tanks, you know, the big heavy tanks, Battle of the Bulge, Battle of Prokhorovka, you know, big massive machines. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It really is. It really is. Got my heat loaded, my premium. Don't really need it here. Poor Mr. M103. He fought a good fight. What can I say? Take him out. Good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be playing a lot in my E100. I want to get some more gameplay uploaded. Absolutely. Love my greedy getter. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.